Hi, I'm Congresswoman Harriet Hageman. The House was back in session this week, following 10 days of being in the state of Wyoming and spending time with constituents, business leaders, and local elected officials, and my first two town halls of 2024, held in Cheyenne and Casper. I am grateful for the huge crowds at each of those and hope for the same kind of turnout in each of the 21 counties where I will be hosting town halls over the next several months. The House voted on several bills this week, primarily focusing on bills that address border security and immigration challenges. These bills will help keep our nation safe and remove criminals and threats to our communities. For example, the Republican-led House passed bills to prevent Hamas terrorists and accomplices, aliens convicted of DUI, and aliens who commit Social Security fraud from entering the country. Anyone who is a member of those groups that are already in the United States will be deported. The idea is that if you commit these crimes, you should not be able to stay here. It will be interesting to see whether the Senate will take up these bills, but we sure hope that they do. In my Judiciary Committee hearing this week, we debated the legality of states defending their own borders when the federal government refuses to do so. It is clear that this is a right guaranteed to the states under the Constitution, as it is their responsibility to ensure the safety and security of their citizens. It is a sad commentary on how the Biden administration is choosing to deal with the invasion on our borders when states are forced to defend themselves in court simply because they are trying to keep terrorists, human traffickers, and drug smugglers out of our country. The states have become our only line of defense in light of the fact that Biden and Mayorkas refuse to enforce our border security and immigration laws. To say that Mayorkas has violated his oath of office and his obligation to keep us safe from enemies foreign and domestic is an understatement. I am therefore pleased that the House Committee on Homeland Security marked up and passed 2 articles of impeachment against Secretary Mayorkas, and I look forward to voting to impeach him when the articles are taken up by the full House of Representatives in the coming weeks. In December of 2023 alone, the Border Patrol had over 302,000 interactions with illegals, a 300% increase from 2020 when Donald Trump was president. This administration inherited a secure border from President Trump and then immediately set out to dismantle what was working by issuing 94 executive actions related to the border within their first 100 days in office. Secretary Mayorkas has shown that while he has an allegiance to President Biden, the UN, and the globalists who despise the United States, he has no such loyalty to either the American citizens or our Constitution. His gross negligence and willful refusal to secure our borders and uphold our laws has led to chaos on our borders and in our communities. The long-term effect of this refusal to comply with and enforce the laws will be felt by every person in this country, and that is what led to this week's articles of impeachment. Because of these maneuvers by Biden and Mayorkas, Republicans in the House of Representatives took action and passed H.R. 2 way back in May of last year that would secure our borders and end the invasion. Where has the Schumer Senate been? Nowhere to be found, and that is a tragedy. Finally, I have introduced the Victims' Voices Act. This bicameral and bipartisan legislation would amend the Mandatory Victims Restitution Act to clarify that a person assuming the rights of the victim is eligible to receive restitution in the form of necessary and reasonable expenses associated with participating in the investigation or prosecution of the offense, attending related proceedings, or transporting a victim to receive services. Under current law, the person assuming rights for a victim may not be eligible for restitution, even when they are vital to the legal process. This is an especially concerning issue in crimes of violence and in tribal communities where locating and protecting missing and exploited women and children is a major challenge. Treating victims with fairness and compassion should be a unanimous concept, and I look forward to seeing the Victims' Voices Act become law. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to share every update with you in this video. For more information on upcoming events, to sign up for my newsletter, or to request help with a federal agency, please visit hageman.house.gov. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful week.